Hello, 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 hello. Boy, I bet you guys are happy to hear that my mic actually sounds like it works. That's because it does. um, there were apparently Lenovo sabotages its own mics by putting it on certain settings before they sent it out. And I found out that this has been a problem going on for 10 years. That's not to mention the fact that I'm never buying a Lenovo again. The only reason why I bought this Lenovo is that it was a two-in-one with a dedicated, I said democratic, dedicated graphics card, and it's just not as powerful as it should be. So ticks me off. So anyway, I'm giving a little introduction. I have in for those of you who watch on YouTube, I found a video that instructs people on how to make the microphone actually work on a Lenovo, specifically on a Lenovo. You go into the microphone settings, and it's like sound. It's under the preferences for the microphone. Um, it's like sound assisted quality. You actually have to turn it off. Yeah, you actually have to turn it off. So that's it. Anyway, let's start.
Having recently returned from patrol, the comrades of Lord Delt walk the corridors of High Hall, approaching the quarters of Elturel's sovereign lord.
Yeah, we don't need that intro again, do we? I don't think you guys do. Although I loved that intro, was so badass when it first came out. All right, let's get to playing. So, for those of you who are watching on video, you see that I have two saves. Yeah, make sure you do that. I've actually had saves revert to previous saves before. I I don't know why. I just don't. Originally, I was going to go straight into town, but you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and finish mapping out Old Slavic Road South. Alright, so my health is low. I'm going to save here. And when I get to Old Slavic Road South, let me look at this auto map. Oh, I'm already all the way down here. Oh, good. As soon as I finish cruising around, I'm going to go to the cabin, heal up, and get back. So I'm probably going to... I think I'm going to pause and I'm going to head back over to this location. Yeah, so you're going to see a little bit of a jump cut. Alright, so this is what happens when you look at the scroll that the bard woman has in her inventory. She actually has a scroll in her inventory. You're meant to pick it up and look at it, and I forgot about that until I did it while I was resting. So the thing that pops up is it says, "Fortune has smiled upon the quest." Or smiled on the quest. Here is the first scroll with a mage's spell composed on it. After it is scribed into the spell book, the power of its magic will be at our command. Now, you actually need identify scroll, but I think we get a better mage, an actual real mage, other than this gal, and so I'm not going to scribe it into her book. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you. So normally this scroll is here, you pick it up and that's what happens. So yeah, I'm going to do inventory control now and here we go, pausing it. Jump cut. Alright. We are now back. Jump cut! So let's look at the auto map. I'm just going to go, look, there we go. I'm just going to cruise through these things. One of the cool things I love about this mapping system, back then, you could flip through all your different maps, save them all when you needed to, because they were all stored in like different grids. For each paper, you would always have to re-center them, but that was the only problem. Keep in mind, this is the 90s. Very few games gave you maps, let alone role-playing games. You were expected to make your own. Yay! The thing is, even modern games, which profess to having advanced maps, I found that some modern role-playing games don't have maps that are this versatile, which is really saying something about some modern game designers being not that great. So yeah, let's go ahead and go on through all these and have some fun. Alright, let me try and figure out how to open up the secret passage. I forgot. But yeah, there's a secret passage here that lets you look. And, yeah, fun. Actually, secret passages are fun. There are quite a few in this game. You not only have to walk into walls to see if they're blocking, if they're illusionary, but you also have to look for buttons to press. And as soon as I find it, I'll restore the pause. Alright, jump cut. Found it. So let me show you what this invisible wall looks like. You press forward, boom! And, oh, get away from here. There we go. You see, all invisible walls are marked with purple. I can't remember if there's anything actually in here. I don't think so. Oh, wait. There is a camp out here. I think what was actually behind this invisible wall were a bunch of bandits, and we killed them. See? Nothing's there. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it and finish clearing out this map. Jump cut! Okay, so, yeah, I thought that I forgot. There is no place right here. The old Slavic road south is split into two parts, and it's a seamless world. It's really difficult to describe how revolutionary this was because this didn't exist again until like EverQuest, and even then EverQuest had zones. For the most part, I think World of Warcraft was the first one that was truly seamless, although maybe Meridian 59 or 79, whatever it was. They might have had a seamless world too, but I think I remember World of Warcraft being the first one to actually really promote that. And let me show you what I mean by seamless world. No real loading, just immediately jumps into the next world. The next zone. And even when you click on doors to go from one place to another, it's really more or less seamless in how it works. It's fascinating. It's just, I don't know, just well, I mean, you could no, because even Final Fantasy VII, that wasn't seamless. You definitely had zones. But it was just so cool that you could walk from one place to another. And sometimes, well, I think the only thing that couldn't happen is enemies couldn't chase you from one area to another in this game. First I always kill the enemies as soon as I can. Alright. By the gods, this cannot be the Lord Delt's beloved land. There in the distance, mountains the like of which I've never seen. Before we wander aimlessly through a town we do not know, it might be best to find its first citizen, a mayor, burgomaster or such, somewhere on the edge of town. I'd guess we should search for a large, prominent building, perhaps surrounded by a stone barrier or gate. So it is that power and wealth often display it themselves. Village of Barovia. This is also the land of Barovia. Original names. The air lies heavy with the scent of unburied dead, though it is not so much a true scent as a ghostly scent of sorts. It comes on the breeze, turning down these deserted paths as though it were a message or a warning to all who brave Barovia's secret streets. Leave or die, it says, yet I, for one, plan on doing neither. I really like the literature for this. Merchant's Pride Warehouse. Closed. Quality goods from places near, crossed out and far, for sale or barter. Now, one thing we always have to do, we have to check the layout of the interior of the building with the layout of the exterior, because believe it or not, they have to match. And if they don't, then that means that there is a secret room. And, you know, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of scouting in this village without recording it. But I'll show you what I find, because this is what I'm going to be doing, checking out the inside and going outside, auto map, looking. Oh, I gotta go around here. Oh, here's a thing. I'm afraid you'll find the warehouse is abandoned. Trade has become a forgotten art in Barovia. Few travel and fewer still can afford to transport valuables from place to place. In recent years, that cost has become their lives. To go all the way around like this, and auto map. That's exactly what the layout looked like inside. So what you do is you write empty, and yes, you need to do this, otherwise you will get lost later on, because there are some buildings that have very important stuff in them. Yeah, I did that. I just did that. I thought I was saving. Jump cat. Okay, so when you go as far south as you can, you run into a gate. And the gate, I'm 90% certain you open up the gate later on. Anyway, so, I mean, there are a couple different gates you open. I think this one you also open. So, she says, no need to waste... Oh, let me mute it. There. So when you run into this gate on the roads, in Slavic Road South, this is what she says. No need to waste time on the gate. I once helped Ritako, the smith, forge a portcullis with bores that thick. bars that thick. He and I lifted and hammered, burned our hands, and learned our lessons. And I tell you, I could lift a treasure vault easier than I could bend those bars. I say we would go back. Jump cut! Okay, so one of the good things about empty buildings is that you can more or less just sleep in them when you need it. And that's where I'm going to end this episode. So have a good one.